90% of the things you worry about never happen anyway. All of us have had these well-meaning advisors who want to appear larger in the eyes of those they wish to advise. The best answer to worry is confidence, and confidence starts first with awareness. Here is one of the most important lessons in life to learn. Life and business is like the changing seasons, and the real challenge of life is to learn how to handle the winter and take advantage of the spring. In short, that's it. You see, winter always comes, but so does the spring. Night follows day, but also day follows night. Sure, the tide goes out, but it always comes in. Opportunity follows difficulty as surely as difficulty follows opportunity. How to take advantage of the spring, how to cash in on life's opportunities, work hard all summer, learn more ways to plant and protect what you invest, and to reap in the fall without complaint, knowing it's your harvest. The big challenge is to make something out of each opportunity. Now, if winters are always going to occur in our life, shouldn't we benefit from them too? Begin to know now that the night will pass, and as you learn to grow and progress, you will better understand how to handle every night and better live every day. Here's some of the best advice I have on worry. First, don't be afraid to face the facts of life. It is not negative to understand that the winters always come. Don't be faked out. Don't clip the word impossible out of the dictionary. Don't say, I don't want to hear the problem. I don't want to see the difficulty. Don't show me the weeds. Don't say anything negative. Only see the positive. That's foolish. There is a thin line between positive thinking and kidding yourself. And remember, there's also a thin line between faith and folly. Here is the key. Humans have the unique ability to see it as it is, and they also have the ability to see it better than it is. One is called fact, the other is called faith. Faith you develop, facts you acquire. The facts you acquire are essential. It's like belief. You constantly must find facts to support your belief. Faith says, I will move mountains. It doesn't say, I will move mountains if someone gives me a bulldozer. I'll move a mountain if they will build me a road up there, if the weather's nice, if they give me a shovel. Faith just says, I will move mountains. Faith doesn't ask for a result to prove its existence. Faith is because it is. And remember, people die for faith. And some people give up everything they own, their life, for faith.
Stop worrying and start living. God is absolutely in control of planet Earth. And He can be absolutely in control of your life if you'll let Him. He will not demand to override your free will. But if you will give Him the opportunity, He will make a way where there seems to be no way. Because our God is an awesome God. He is almighty. He is all-knowing. Are you stressed and depressed? Is your life constantly difficult with unending disappointments? Have you given up hope and embraced anger and anxiety? Worry proves that you don't believe God can take care of you. Worry is faith in fear. Worry is faith in fear. Worry is trust in the unpleasant. Worry is assurance that disaster is coming. Worry is believing in your personal defeat and despair. Worry is a polluted stream that flows through your brain, that drowns hope and optimism, that kills faith. Worry is interest paid on trouble that never happens. If you're living with stress and worry, climb Climb into the presence of the living God. Feel His peace. Feel His reassuring touch. Feel the love of God. Worry will disappear and victory will be yours.
God doesn't want me worrying about anything. Nothing, nada, zip, zero. In fact, worry may be the most common sin on the planet. God says, you don't need to worry. I don't want you worrying. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. We've talked about this many times. You can pray or you can panic. If you're not praying, you're panicking. You can worry or you can worship. If you're not worshiping, you're worrying.
I want to talk to you today about peace with yourself. Too many people go around feeling wrong on the inside. They don't really like who they are. They focus on their faults, weaknesses. They're constantly critical toward themselves. That recording of everything they've done wrong is always playing in their mind. You're impatient. You blew your diet yesterday. You lost your temper. You're still struggling with that addiction. You should be ashamed of yourself. They wonder why they're not happy. It's because they have this war going on the inside. But you're not supposed to go through life feeling wrong about yourself. Quit focusing on your faults. Quit overanalyzing your weaknesses. Quit beating yourself up because you're not where you thought you would be. Here's the key. You're not a finished product. God is still working on you. You may have some weaknesses. We all do. There may be some areas where you know you need to improve, but being down on yourself is not going to help you do better. Having that nagging feeling, telling you you don't measure up, God's not pleased with you, you'll never get it right, it's not going to help you move forward. You have to accept yourself right where you are, faults and all. Don't go around being against yourself. You may have some things wrong with you, but can I tell you, you have a lot more right with you. You may have a long way to go, but if you look back, you'll see how far you've already come. Keep your flaws in perspective. Every person has something they're dealing with. You may see someone that look further along. They look like they've got it all together. They're happy, enjoying their life. The reason they're not upset, the reason they're not down on themselves is they've learned this principle to enjoy where you are while God is in the process of changing you. We think, I'm going to feel good about myself as soon as I lose this 10 pounds. As soon as I break this addiction, as soon as I control my mouth, then I'll get rid of the guilt, the heaviness. I'm asking you to feel good about yourself right where you are. As long as you're down on yourself, feeling like you don't measure up, you can't get it right, that's not only going to keep you from enjoying your life, but it's going to keep you from improving. You have to give yourself a break. One of the worst mistakes you could make is to go through life being against yourself. And some people live with this nagging feeling that's always telling them, you're not attractive enough, you're not disciplined enough, you still have that addiction, you'll never get it right. They've heard that playing in their mind so long that it's become normal. Why don't you turn off that negative recording? Why don't you quit thinking about everything wrong with you and start thinking about what's right with you? You may have some areas you still struggle in. Join the crowd. We all do. There's not one perfect person in here. What I'm saying is, it's okay to feel good about who you are while you're in the process of changing. You can't change yourself. God has to give you the grace to change. It takes a mature person to accept who you are, to be at peace on the inside, even though you have some areas you need to improve in. It's easy to stay negative toward yourself, down, you can't get it right. But when you make this decision to accept yourself, faults and all, instead of beating yourself up, you have the attitude, no, I'm not perfect. I have some areas I need to improve in, but God, I want to thank you for the glory that I'm in right now. I'm going to stay on this wheel and keep being my best, knowing on your timetable that you will change me.